Listen, we gonna land this episode. We got one more topic that I thought was interesting because we're talking about earning, right? Men understand that we have to earn. So I get why women weren't feeling this one. But he was saying that, we hear all the time women say, you know what, a man's gotta earn my femininity, my submission. You know what I'm saying? That's what we hear in these internet streets on Clubhouse. And so the brother was like, okay, bet. If I gotta earn that, then you gotta earn my loyalty, is what he was saying. You gotta earn that. Right. And I'm like, I feel like it's a fair exchange. What do you have? I feel like it makes sense, but you gotta really want it. So what are your thoughts? Is it a fair exchange? Loyalty for femininity. You know what I'm saying? What you got on it?
It's a fair exchange in a black market. Okay. All right.
Like black people or illegal market?
Illegal market. But you see what I did there.
I'm just trying to get clarity.
That was a triple one. Good job, you guys.
But the reason why I say it's a fair exchange is because these are both qualities that are going to strengthen the relationship. Of course, if the man is loyal, right? His partner feels secure. She'll love better. Who knows? Whatever, right? Maybe she will be more feminine to him, softer, more submissive, more pliable, right? And of course, if a man has a woman who is not feminine, submissive, or pliable, doesn't make him feel like a man in his space, then he does tend to go out and do things that look like they're not loyal, right? Because he's feeding a need. So I definitely see the relationship between the two. But here's the issue. First off, how you a woman and you not feminine? I don't know. Like, that's the thing. It's weird to me. You know what I mean? And how are you a man, but there's no loyalty in your word? There's no character in your word, right? Because that's one of the things that kind of, in my definition, goes to being a man. So when I'm really looking at this, I'm really looking at people who are actually saying, if you want me to pretend as though I have this character trait, then you got to pretend you have another character trait. And the reason why I say pretend is because if it's in you, it's in you. If you're a loyal person, you're just a loyal person. You be, I don't know why she treat me like this. I want to get somebody else, but you don't. Because you're a loyal person. You know what I'm saying? If you're a feminine woman and you're submissive and you're soft to your man, even if your man is out there doing things that you feel are embarrassing you, your character is your character. You can't be anything other than who you are. I think the problem here is we're not really developing that in the character. Women aren't really developing femininity as a character trait. They're developing it as a skill. Men aren't developing loyalty as part of their makeup and their code. They're developing it as a hat, as a cap they can wear and take off. Right? But healthy relationships aren't like that. You're supposed to be who you are naturally. And that's supposed to work with who you pick. That's why you pick this person, because you can be you as they're being them and everybody's happy. But if somebody got to fake it, y'all, you're doing it wrong, man. So you don't earn somebody's nature. You respond to it. And if I got to do something to make you do it, it's not your nature. And if you got to go out of your way to do it, eventually you'll get tired and you'll stop because it's work. And it doesn't come naturally to you. So I say miss me with all of that. If she not feminine, fellas, just push past, bro. If she ain't at your level of what you think that it looks like, push past. Don't even start the loyalty negotiations. I mean, you can, but I don't think she's ever really going to treat you the way you wanted to be treated because it's not in her. And you're better off finding somebody who'll do it. I know I kind of got off the subject, but that's just how I felt about that. So, femininity.
That weave wasn't in her either.
So what was in her?
The weave wasn't in her either, but she's maintained that over a period of time. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
My goodness. My goodness.
Red herring.
Red herring.
Red herring.
I mean, I'll jump in and say this.
Yes, jump in there, girl.
I'm gonna jump in. I don't get the argument. I don't think it's comparing apples to apples. So to me, if you want to question somebody's femininity, then that would mean, as a woman, I could question your masculinity. That's apples to apples. What does femininity have to do with loyalty? That's another character trait. That's another step over here. And I would also like to say, who are the judges of this? So, are we saying men judge femininity? If so, then do women judge masculinity? Do y'all want to hear what women say is masculine? No.
We've heard it all the
y'all,
time. We hear it all
no,
the
but do you
time.
want to? No, you don't.
But we're forced to hear it
You
all the
don't want to
time.
hear women telling you what being a man is. Women don't.
We hear it
No,
all the time. That's a real man.
it's not about what
You
you
got a real
Based
hear.
on society
good man,
It's
man.
not
standards.
about what you hear, but are you receptive to it? No, you don't think a woman can tell you what masculinity is. So for women, it's the same kind of sting to hear a man trying to tell me what femininity is, when there's a lot of women who, like, to a certain degree, I'm a woman, so there's femininity there. Now, if there's a certain treatment you want, then talk about that. Talk about some specific things, but putting it under the cloak of femininity is almost an insult, because I'm a woman
Mm.
and I'm feminine because I'm a woman. Okay. So if I go out and play basketball, basketball today is feminine because I'm a woman and I'm doing it. Okay. So I just think, but if a man is with a woman who she doesn't inspire you to be, to me, loyalty means you chose her. If she's who, loyalty to me kind of aligns with commitment, or an agreement. We're together, we're monogamous, or we're only seeing. So that's loyalty. So I feel like then, yeah, no, don't choose her if you don't see her as treating you the way you think you should be treated. But I also don't think calling it femininity, because who's the judge of that? And but yeah, I think a man. I think they're not comparing two things. So it's like, I can be feminine. Prostitutes are feminine. Escorts know how to treat a man. They're feminine, but are they loyal? So loyalty and masculinity, femininity are two different categories of a occurrence. So I just think it's a stupid comparison. Just say, as a man, guess what? You ain't treating me how I want to be treated, so I'm probably not going to choose you. That's what I think must mean by the loyalty, and that's fair. I feel like that's fair.
I was just going to co-sign on that part of it. I was ready to say, so first of all, when we talk about femininity, right, the fact that it's the broad term of femininity, and femininity shows up differently for each woman. So my femininity is not the same as your femininity, just like it's not the same as her femininity. And so for you to say, so therefore, if you're looking for a specific type of femininity, then if the woman you're talking to don't show up and present herself as that, then keep moving, keep shoving. Don't stop and waste your time with her. Keep it moving. Don't try to change her unless your intentions in the first place was to start off cheating,
Yeah.
to start off with the loyalty test. You know what I'm saying? If that was your intention earlier, if you just want to hit it and quit it, then just hit it and quit it. You don't have to have any loyalty tests. You don't have to have any conversations later on, because if she's not your type, and that's the problem we have now, we got so many men and women moving with somebody who's not necessarily their type, who they're not attracted to, or don't have all the traits that they want, or it's even some of the traits. Matter of fact, some folks just, I think, what you call them, a gutter rat, dirty foot. I don't know what it was that you called it, but it was funny as hell.
Who, me?
It was a couple, it was Delvin, it was a couple episodes. He called him like a dirty foot or something. And so, you know what I'm saying? So if you know you don't like dirty feet, then don't stop and get with a chick with dirty feet then, you know? And so, because she ain't feminine enough, she ain't washing them toes. But anyways, and then so for me, this is just, if someone goes along these lines, we're just putting a nail in the coffin of transactional relationships. Now we're really making it transactional, and it's transactional based on apples and oranges, because I do agree, it's not apples and apples. What the hell? And so loyalty for most women is like a baseline. You know what I'm saying? It's a baseline. It's an entry fee. If we're in a relationship, I expect loyalty, right? Unless you've already negotiated in advance for like the poly community and so forth. They negotiate in advance what their positions are. If you already done that negotiation, cool, then loyalty, but even then, there's still a certain type of loyalty that's expected there as well. So to me, it's an entry fee. So to say this, I'm like, get the fuck on. Like, if you don't want to be in a relationship, then don't be in a relationship. Go ahead and step and fetch.